Hey guys, good morning, and well, this is MX versus ATV. I wound up getting a whole crap ton of games off of Steam for really, really cheap over the Christmas season, and this happened to be in, I believe it was the THQ bundle. Not something I would normally get on my own, but since I had it, I figured I'd go through and see what I thought of it. Uh, this is not the kind of game that I'm normally looking at. As you can tell, I'm even worse with this than I am with most other games. Um, so I kind of wanted to get into what bothered me about this game to start with. When I first started, I went in, I selected an event, and I picked out my vehicle and everything else, and I got sent to this screen here. And it's going begin event. I'm going okay, so I tried to get off the map and went towards that, and it looked a little ominous, to be honest. And I kind of figured, okay, so that's probably going off the track, like that. Probably really wasn't the way to do it. So eventually, I hit escape, and oh, hey, look, it starts the event. That was really confusing, and there's a bunch of other stuff about this game that kind of does the same thing. It's not very clear as to what you have to do or when you're supposed to do it. Now, that being said, it's kind of an interesting little thing. I'm not really big into racing, but this one does have a lot of options, has a lot of different things that you can buy. You can personalize the crap out of your bike and the way you look, and you can actually do a lot with it, and I generally enjoy that in a game. It's kind of what drew me into Gran Turismo originally. I wasn't a big racer, and I wound up getting really addicted to Gran Turismo because of all the options that there were. You could start with, one little tiny little crap car and move your way all the way up to having the best in the world, but that took some work. And this kind of does seem like it has the same thing. It's a little bit sensitive. Some of the controls are. I have personally found that using the keyboard is probably a better thing. Using both the arrows and the WASD is probably a better way to control it than using the mouse, because it's just too sensitive and it's hard to get a real good control over it. As you can tell, I had some fun with this. Honestly, I was kind of frustrated while I was doing this, but once I'm going back through and editing it and watching all the different ways I get to throw my guy over the handlebars, this section was quite fun. There's a lot of it too. I think I have a montage in here a little bit later of just me throwing myself over the handlebars. Anyway, as you can see, first time through, wound up dead last place, which wasn't a big surprise, at least not to me. Yes, here's my guy kind of walking by the podium going, oh god, no. And yeah, I think here it is. It's after a whole bunch of this and that and the other. I eventually got to the point where I got like fourth place or something, got enough money to upgrade my bike, and then just obliterated the rest of the competition. The tracks here seem to be very simple once you've actually figured them out. It's easy to get confused because of the layout, the way there's trees and mud and everything all over everywhere. But in reality, it winds up boiling down to, you have this little arrow over you, it shows you where you gotta go. You keep yourself kind of in the middle or maybe the back of the pack a couple of times, and you can figure out where you gotta go. It's not real hard. I'm one who tends to get lost easily in games where you can get lost easily, and after a couple of run-throughs, I got, the tracks that I did play figured out pretty quickly. I did run through and do some of the off-road, the ATV stuff, but I didn't copy any of it. It was more of the same. And honestly, I get to the point where I'm just going, yeah, I don't think that I need to show you guys anything else beyond this. If you know that this is what you like, then I would say be happy to get it. I don't know how much it currently is on Steam, um, or if you can even get it anymore. But it was something that was interesting, and I figured, well, what the heck, I can play around with it for a couple of hours and get myself see where I can go with it before I get bored with it. That being said, to be honest, considering the fact that this really isn't my style of game, I had some fun with it. I did, and especially if this was your kind of game, maybe this might be something you might want to look into getting. It might not be that expensive anymore, especially with everything that happened to THQ and them going into bankruptcy. The prices on these games probably aren't that bad. I wound up getting like 15 games for $25 or something stupid like that. But yeah, I mean, music. I actually kind of liked the music in this game. I tend to like stuff that's a little bit harder, if you can't tell by my intro. And the stuff in here wasn't that bad. The voiceover, there were a couple of moments that just kind of made me go, wait, what? When you first start a level, the audio from the NPC talking to you is just complete gibberish, and it sounds like it makes sense the first time or two that you hear it. It's funny, but beyond that, it was okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if this is your kind of thing, I would definitely take a look at it, check it out, see what you think. For something that I wouldn't normally look into genre-wise, I had some fun. This little bit here. Now this is gonna date the crap out of me, but this little bit here with the bumps and everything kind of reminded me of Excitebike. And I think that was one of the reasons why I played this. I liked that game as a kid. I figured, what the heck, I may as well see if I can't bring back some nostalgia. It really doesn't. It really has no similarity to it whatsoever, but hey, I had some fun with this game. Anyway, yeah, this is my last run. This was the run that I made after I upgraded my engine, and you can just upgrade beyond that too. I still hadn't added any tires or anything else, and I think I wound up like 5 or 6 seconds ahead of the second place person. It was just ridiculous how much I was actually able to do. But that being said, I do have it set on easy since I am the world's worst gamer at this point. So, anyway, I will leave you with that, let you watch the end of this, and I will see you guys again later. Bye.